Hello, Steve Arts 89. So depressing. I love Superman and Lois, and I've always loved the characters of Superman and Lois. I particularly loved the Lois Lane from the movies, and I'm really glad I got to meet Margot Kidder because she was wonderful. But yeah, this episode, the second episode of season 3, we got introduced to the real big bad of the season, which is cancer. Lois has cancer, and it really was really sad and upset me. And I know that may be a bit redundant because of course it's sad, but I don't know. It's like, this is not a real character. I mean, this is a character, not a real person. I shouldn't be upset. I don't know Lois. She's not a real person, but she's Lois Lane. I don't want to see her go through this. So I don't think I'm going to enjoy this season. It was going to be... I was just excited when I got, another episode of Superman and Lois. Because I forgot about, this because it sort of only got a little bit of the last episode. But, yes, you saw right away, it's like, okay, it's cancer, it's cancer. And eventually, she tells, Superman overhears, so she talks to Clark about it, and then they have to tell the boys, and it's like, I don't want to watch it. I mean, my mother died from cancer 3 years ago, and it's still... I don't think you ever really recover from your parents dying, because there's just no one else in the world that fills that role. And yeah, it's just mother with cancer. Can't deal. I'm gonna watch the episodes, but it's like I'm not looking forward to them now. But I know she'll beat it, she'll fight it, she'll be a survivor, she's Lois Lane, but I don't want to watch it. I don't want to see the other family members go through the fear and the anxiety and the stress and all that, which if they do a realistic depiction of, battling cancer and having a family member dealing with cancer, then they're going to go into that. They'll do it well, but I just want supervillains in tight spandex, causing trouble and threatening to blow up the world. That's what I want from Superman. I don't want the big C. Yeah, I'm gonna go. I just needed some YouTube therapy because Lois has cancer. I know she's not a real person, but it feels real. I'm gonna go. Bye. I'm not sure if time, heals all wounds. My mother and my father died in the same year. My dad in January, my mother in December. In between, a friend died of cancer, and then my sister died 8 months later in August of the next year of cancer. So I had 4 people that I knew die of cancer within almost a year and a half, and I haven't really recovered from it. I feel like it kind of traumatized me to an extent, and it also... Lois's cancer reminds me of a friend's mother who got breast cancer when I was a teenager, and she died a few years later. I don't know if it was from cancer because she had a double mastectomy, and I thought she had beat it, but she died a few years later, and I never found out what she died of because I'm not in contact with the family. But it brought that up as well. So yeah, this episode was really triggering. It's like when I went to see Mamma Mia 2 and had no idea that the mother died of cancer at the start of the film. And my mother had just died of cancer just before that, and it's just like, I couldn't watch it. I mean, I did, but it was pretty much unbearable. And I'm afraid this season of Superman and Lois is going to be the same. But I'm going to watch it to see how they deal with it and how they treat it. Hopefully, I don't know, part of me wants it to just be a one and done, like, oh, she gets it, she has surgery and she's fine, and they don't sort of deal with it again. And it's not going to be like the whole season of their personal sort of story for the season. But I'd be disappointed if they didn't do that because it's such a big thing. It kind of deserves, the full season. But we'll see.